Good morning and welcome back to the DanGoesOutdoors YouTube channel. If you're new around here, think about subscribing. I do almost weekly videos, so that's what you get in return. Now, today I'm out on a little barbel river, just trying for, maybe one last barbel before it gets too cold. No doubt I'll do it again anyway. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I've cast a big bait quite a long way downstream, and then I'm fishing a maggot feeder across to that far side. And I'm just going to keep recasting that, trying to build a swim. Last winter I did catch a couple of barbel along this stretch on the maggot feeder, so hopefully that will work. Unfortunately, it's going to rain up until about lunchtime, so probably everything's all set up already, and I'll get under there and just, crack on with it. So I've been at it for a few hours now, drilling away with a maggot feeder across to that far side, and my long rod with my big bonus bait on that I've cast even further now has done nothing either. So the fish clearly aren't up for too much bait, so what I'm going to do is, that's quite a big feeder, I'm going to half fill it with pellets just to restrict the amount of maggots that are going in. I still want it to be regular bait going out, so I'm still going to cast as regularly, but I just don't want to give them as much food, so that they've hopefully got more chance of taking my hook bait. So that's it, about half full of pellets, just some halibut pellets, and of course they'll add to the taste and smell out there too. And then yeah, the other half maggots. Lovely. If this doesn't work, the next thing I might do is scale down the hook bait, maybe just go for a single maggot on a size 18 just to see if there are any fish out there taking them. But yeah, I've got a couple on for now and we'll see what happens. Well, just getting all my bits ready to change the rig to a smaller hook, and we're in. Oh, this fish is moving a lot. Don't know if this is a barbel, not pulling back like a barbel. Spin you around. Oh God. See what's going on. Fish is definitely looking for cover close in, which makes me think it could be a chub. Or is it a trout? Oh. Just pulled out. I got a couple of good looks of it and I think it was a trout. Yeah, never mind then. Well, since that wasn't a barbel and you know, I suspect it was a trout, I'm still going to make the changes I said I was going to. So off comes my size 10. What I'm going to put on instead is this tiny little size 18. At least this way I can put a single maggot on and get an idea for if there are any fish out there. If you start catching game fish like trout and that, it's kind of a sign that maybe the core species aren't really there. So we'll get this little hook on, we'll give it a go for maybe another hour, but if nothing happens, now the weather's improved, I might move swims, probably go downstream, which makes sense because obviously that's where the maggots are going when they come out the feeder. So maybe a couple of spots downstream might be worth a shout. There we go, let's try that for a cast or two. Got something. No, I haven't. What? Right, let's try again. Well, if you follow my fishing, it'll be no surprise that I've moved swims. I can't sit there all day, nothing happening. Even scaled down to just a single maggot and not getting any bites, even from small fish. So I've come down here, a couple of swims downstream to a spot I've caught barbel from before, even in really cold weather. So we'll give it a try here for the last sort of hour and a half, 2 hours of the day. And just really hope that now when we move into that kind of better time of day for catching fish, maybe it'll happen. So as I was saying, yeah, pitched up here in my second swim. Same tactics, got my maggot rod as my upstream rod, that's the feeder. Trickling maggots downstream with that long hook link and now a small hook with a double maggot on it. And then I've got my sleeper rod, my bonus rod, kind of a lot further downstream, so maybe fish that are backing away from the constant casting of the feeder, maybe they'll pick that one up. And even on that rod I've scaled down a bit, so I did have on it a smoky jack boilie and a 14mm halibut pellet next to each other, so quite a big hook bait, what I call a take it or leave it bait. Even that's gone down to just 2 8mm pellets now with a bit of paste around it. So yeah, it's still a big hook bait that the fish won't miss, but it's a little bit smaller, so maybe on this colder day they'll be more inclined to take it. Let's see. All right, well, this could be my last cast of the day, so let's hope it's a good one and we'll see if we catch a fish. It's a good time of day for it, so fingers crossed. That'll do, donkey. We've waited until last light, but we're in. Right, the head torch is. Got to remember I've got that tiny hook. At my feet already. My heart is in my mouth. Big old chub. Right, hopefully you can see me. I'm blinding myself with my head torch. That's quite a nice chub in a net there, so I'm actually going to just wind it and pack away, because the club has a rule where if you're staying after dark you need an extended hours permit, which I don't have, so yeah, I'd be pushing it. Right, we'll get everything packed away, show you this fish, and then yeah, make a move. Well, although it's late, I'm actually quite keen to get a weight on this fish because it's quite a nice chub. So I've got my carrier bag, I've got my scales, my mat's down here. So now, although I'm blinded, I'll try and get that fish. Yeah, I don't catch many good chub, so we'll give it a weight. I'm sure it's not a PB, but if it's over 4, I'll be happy. So scores on the doors. Oh man. Hang on. £5 exactly, I'm saying. Can you guys see that in the dark? £5 exactly. Oh man, I knew this fish was something special because it's so solid. Man, this guy's got 21 seconds because he's so solid. Jeez, hang on, let me adjust that light. Oh, I just pray you're seeing this. That is cool. £5 chub to end the day, exactly £5. Oh man, brilliant. Let me show you the other side. God, you are so thick with 2 C's. Damn. Oh God, it hit me. Calm it. It's kicking so much, I had to wait in a net while I packed away. Oh man, £5 chub. £5 chub from Yorkshire. Come on. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, you're amazing. Okay, trying my best with my head torch and my little light here to film this for you guys. There's our chub, really lively. He's not going to take long. £5, come on. You want to go that way, pal? Yes. Oh, brilliant. I'm at an angle and I'm completely blinded by everything, but yeah, good news is, because there's this pandemic going on, you might have heard of it, I can come fishing again tomorrow because I'm still technically on furlough. Yeah, brilliant. So I think we'll come back maybe here, maybe a little bit further downstream, do it all over again, try and get that barbel this time. Okay, it's the next day and I've come a fair bit further downstream. I was really happy with that chub last night. You might be thinking, why is that guy so jazzed about a £5 fish? Well, you got to think in terms of percentage of the record. That's the equivalent of like a mid £30 carp. It's an amazing fish to catch. I'm so happy with that. But you know, I would like a barbel. They're a bit rarer, so you know, they're kind of like the icing on the cake for me when I come down here. I've already got my big bait rod chucked quite a way downstream. Gonna get started with the maggots, kind of finishing where we left off yesterday. And yeah, just try my hardest. Well, I've only actually made 2 casts here and I'm already on the move. It is so shallow out there. It looks nice. And if there was, you know, even 2 or 3 foot of depth, I'd be on it, but I wouldn't even measure the depth in feet out there, it's more like inches. So I'm going to move further downstream to a spot you've seen me catch barbel in before. In fact, this year it seems to be the only spot I can catch from. But you know, we've only got one day, so I might as well put my best foot forward and get down there. So pack all this away, run to that swim and get set up. I've never fished on a maggot feeder, so at least that's something new. So that's me in my second swim, and yeah, I do kind of feel like I'm just showing you the same thing again, but I genuinely feel like this is my best chance of catching today. And yeah, what I'm going to do is just start with a maggot feeder only, see where it keeps ending up, where it's settling, and then if I've got enough room to stick a second bigger bait out, maybe close in down here, then I'll do that later. I've been having a few casts with the feeder and I've got a good idea of where it's ending up, so I am going to put a bigger sort of more static bait just down the edge here. And yeah, it means I'm going to have a rod at a weird angle so it's out of the way, but yeah, that could make for a really exciting bite. So it's just gone about, well, I'll tell you, 2:15. So we've got about 2 hours of proper daylight left, if that, really, more like an hour and a half. And it was at this time yesterday that I moved swims, and when I was in that new swim I started getting the odd bite. This spot hasn't really done anything so far today. I think I got one bang just after I cast, the rod sort of went. I don't know if it was a fish or if it's just a feeder moving on the bottom, but yeah, I've caught so many fish in here before that I'm confident enough to stay here and fish through that prime time in this spot. I don't really want to move anywhere else further downstream and further upstream. It's just a bit shallow and a bit sluggish. Here's got some nice riffles, some slacks, all sorts going on, and I've been exploring them with the feeder. And yeah, just trying to get an idea of where the fish might be, and I'm more or less happy just to keep drilling it down the middle. That seems to be the way to go today. Anyway, I think I'll redo my big bait rod now as well, and just hope that in this last couple hours something happens. Well, I've had a change of heart on the close in rod. I decided to go with a bunch of maggots, and I've put a bit of paste around the hook just to give the hook bait a little bit of extra weight, so it kind of stays away from the weight on the cast and yeah, doesn't tangle. The light going. Oh, that's bright. Off you. There you go. Well, I'm just going to take it steady. Size 18 hook, strong current. Don't want to bully this. Still a bit steamy. Must be a chub. Yes! Another last minute blank saving chub. Come on, get in. Well, since I didn't think much to last night's chub and it turned out to be a 5-pounder, I'm going to weigh this one as well. I've packed everything else away so I can just weigh the fish, return it and go. But yeah, it's a big one, so let's see. Remember, for me, anything over 4 is a good one. Okay, come on Aldi, do me proud. Oh yeah, another 5. 5-pound one I'm going to give myself there. Well, we came for barbel and ended up getting a stunning pair of 5-pound chub. This one the bigger of the two, just an ounce over 5 pound. Fantastic, both keeping me waiting until night time virtually. Oh my god, that is brilliant. Look how thick it is. These are fantastic fish. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope you're all doing well. This is my last session of my furlough time. I actually received my marching orders today, so I'm back at work tomorrow. And if you've done the same, hope you have a happy return to work. By the time this comes out, you'll all be back there anyway, and we'll be looking forward to Christmas. But that is fantastic, yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time.